Hey guys, I wanted to do a bit of a video update because I have done some like community post updates, but I haven't really done a video update in a while, and a lot of people don't see my community posts. I recommend you guys check out my community tab since I do post a lot to that. But since people don't read that, I figured I would go ahead and leave an update here so you guys know what's going on with the channel and what's going on with me. So I have had a lot going on personally, nothing like terrible or anything, but just some family stuff which didn't really involve me, but it involved other family members, and it kind of made it so that I've had some logistical issues. I was on vacation a couple weeks ago, and I've been back now. I need to get my wisdom teeth out, and I'm getting that done, I think, on the 14th. So that's happening pretty soon. So that's something that was supposed to get done earlier in this summer, and then some stuff happened, and it's been a mess. So I've been trying to get all of that stuff done. I'm also starting back at school at the end of August on the 27th, and I'll be doing 2 days a week like I was doing before, and working, and I'm usually very busy while that's going on. I usually don't have much time to like make videos. I was hoping I'd have more time over the summer, but it's been kind of crazy, and burnout is real. So I'm just like constantly burnt out, and I apologize for that. Not much I can do about it. Life is burnout in my experience. So I just kind of wanted to give a little thing. I'll start with like streaming because like that's an easier thing to update. I had talked about it. I think I talked about it on the community post, and I've talked about it in a couple streams how like I quit Genshin. Oh my gosh. Like I'm making a big deal out of it. Like honestly, there's a few aspects to it. Like the first thing is just that I just got bored of the game, honestly. And having ADHD, it's really hard for me to sit through those really long cutscenes, and a lot of the like Archon quests are just like hours and hours of cutscenes with like minimal gameplay, and it's just really hard to stream that and to stay engaged. And like the story is good, don't get me wrong, I like the story, but it's just really hard to like stay engaged with that. So I might play more of the game at some point, but I might just do it off stream. I might just do the rest of the Archon quest while I'm like doing something else, so I can like kind of watch it while I'm like listening to something, but then I'm not really absorbing the story. I could just like go through the story and then like watch it back later on YouTube or whatever. That's always an option. So I'm probably not quitting the game permanently. It's just like it won't be on any sort of like set schedule, and it probably won't be a while before I pick it back up again. The other thing is there's some allegations against Sean Chiplock, which they look kind of sketchy. The allegations look kind of sketchy because like a lot of people like to make things up, and I don't necessarily know if I believe them. Not because I'm like trying to like worship Sean Chiplock or say that he couldn't have like done anything bad, but just because the nature of the allegations is a little sketchy. But on the other hand, I don't disbelieve them because stranger things have happened, and if those allegations are true, then obviously I would hope that Genshin would remove his voice from the game because he does the North American voice of Diluc, who happens to be my main. Now, the other thing is he has voices in other games like Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, and obviously I can't really do much about that. I could switch the language, but those aren't like the characters that I'm playing as, so it doesn't feel as bad. Whereas like with Genshin, it's like I'm playing as this character, so it's a little weird. So if I do stream the game again, I'll be switching back to a different language. I'll be switching back to Korean probably. So when I do that, that's another reason that I probably won't be doing Archon quests or like large cutscenes on stream, because I would have to read all the dialogue myself. Now I know for Archon quests, it wouldn't be Chiplock's dialogue, but whenever I'm game playing, because the Archon quests don't have Diluc in them, like for the part of the game I'm in. But like when I'm playing the game, I'm still going to be playing as him, so I just have to switch the language. And I don't want to have to switch it back and forth every single time I do like a quest. So I'll probably switch it back to Korean, but which is good because Paimon is a lot less annoying in Korean. But I have no idea when I'm going to play Genshin again, so that's just kind of that. As for other games, I actually would like to finish Majora's Mask at some point, just to like get it done, because I feel like I owe everyone. I'm not gonna 100% the game. I'm not gonna do the mini games, but just like finish the like actual story, like beat the game. I would like to do that at some point. It's just a matter of like finding the like willpower to do it. Ocarina of Time Rando is like my main thing now, but I want to stream some other games. I started playing the Pac-Man World remake, and I just want to play some like easier, lighter stuff, platformers, just easy games. And but I don't want to be like tied down to any streams. Like I have to stream this game, and if I don't stream this game, then the world's gonna end. Like if I'm not enjoying something, I'm just gonna stop streaming it. Like I said, I did with Yoshi's Crafted World. Like the game isn't bad, but it just wasn't something I felt like streaming. I played some more of it like off stream, and it's just like, oh, feeling like I can't play any more of this because I have to save it for the stream, and that's like a mentality that I have with a lot of games. And it's like with the Switch, it's like I grab things on the go, so it's a lot harder to like save a game to stream. Like yeah, if it's like a new Zelda game or something, sure, I'm gonna stream it. But like, for the most part, I just don't want to be so like hung up about it. Really, that's the end of it. That's all there really is to it. So that's all I gotta say about that. So streams will be when they happen. I don't have any sort of schedule. I sometimes go for days without streaming. I sometimes stream like a whole bunch of days in a row. It just depends on my energy levels. It depends on what I'm playing. It just depends on a lot of things, and I can't make any promises, but streams will happen. Also, so that's the kind of lowdown on the streaming situation as of now. I have another year of school here, and then I'm going to be transferring to a different school. I don't know where yet, but I will have my own room, because if I don't, that's a non-negotiable thing. So I'm talking to my therapist, and I'm talking with the schools themselves and stuff, because I cannot have roommates because of my mental health. So I need my privacy for like my mental health. But I'll be figuring all that out. But even if I do have my own room, sorry, there's a bug. I apologize. Even if I do have like my own room, I won't have a lot of time, and the internet may not be good at the school, and like I probably just won't have a lot of time to like stream as much, because I'll be like in school full time. So like that's just a factor there. So I just wanted to like let you guys know, but that's like over a year away, so I'm not too worried about it right now. As for videos, this is where it gets hectic. So I have felt like a lot of pressure that like there are videos that like I need to get done. I need to be working on them, and I'm just not working on them because I had set myself a deadline. And mainly right now, it's mainly one video. Now, there are some other projects which, like, do kind of have deadlines on them because, like, the year-end... Yes, I'm already thinking about year-end projects because the K-pop ranking is going to be huge this year. So I want to, like, take some of that, like, December, January workload off and be, like, listening to some of the songs now and, like, putting them in playlists now. Like, I want to be doing that now. So, I'm but then I get behind on new releases, and I'm trying to catch up, and it's really, really hard, guys. It's really hard to, like, catch up on that stuff. So, yeah. At some point I just kind of give up listening to the full song and just listen to snippets, and I'm like, okay, yeah, and then I rate them. I try to listen to the full songs, but it's just crazy. It's hard for me to keep up. Not just K-pop, because I'm also like back active on my music review blog, and I want to like review music, but that's just like something that's like a side thing I do on my Instagram. It's like a thing I do. Anyways, so I'm kind of struggling with like trying to balance those deadlines, because those videos do have deadlines. Like they're year-end videos. I don't have to get them out before the end of the year, but I need to get them out like in January, or otherwise they're not going to happen. So I want to talk about the year-end videos first, and then I'll talk about like the Taemin video. So the year-end videos. So last year, it felt like a lot of work for me to like go through the Hot 100. Now I know like my best and worst list, they were some of my best performing videos. I think my like 2021 worst list got like 1,000 views. So I was like, okay, I got to keep making best and worst lists. And that was one of the first things when I first got on YouTube. That was one of the first things I like got into, because I watched a lot of like Todd in the Shadows and stuff at the time. I still do, but like that was like one of the things I was like really into, was like the best and worst hit songs, and I was like still like discovering pop music and stuff. But I've kind of become like more and more detached from like the charts as it goes on. Like I do listen to popular songs, but I don't like keep up with every single like charting song that releases. And going through the whole Hot 100 because it's more than 100 songs. I have to go through like 200 something songs because it's the global 200, and then it's like the Spotify songs and all the songs I go through. I do use like the global charts for that. But it's not, I also just wasn't enjoying making the worst list, because what happened was I felt like there were two things which happened. One, it just wasn't fun for me last year, because last year the worst song of the year was incredibly obvious. It was Try That in a Small Town by Jason Aldean. Saying it's anything else is wrong. And it was not interesting to talk about. And it was not fun to talk about. Most years, I usually like to have something kind of surprising as my worst hit song. Like, it was always genuine, but I always had like a long segment. Like, for the worst list in 2020, I talked about how like Deathbed was my worst song of the year because it affected me emotionally. Like, how that song just made me feel depressed because I was going through a depressing time, and how it was like the worst song to get popular like in the pandemic. For 2021, I went on this whole like thing about like how Arcade is like musically bankrupt and worthless. 2019 was kind of similar. It was the Ed Sheeran Justin Bieber song. I was like, oh, this is musically bankrupt and worthless. And I definitely like offended some people with that. I know I've offended people with Drake songs, whatever. It's so funny now because everyone hates Drake now. I'm like, I was right the whole time. Screw that guy. Screw that guy who told me I was racist for liking for not liking Drake. Anyway, point is, I do want to like expand my musical taste too, and like check out some hip hop and stuff. And like my friends recommended some stuff to me, but it's just a time thing because I'm trying to keep up with releases in the genres I already do listen to, and keep up with like the K-pop ranking, keep up with all that, and it's just really hard. So I do want to like expand my taste, and I can acknowledge areas where I may be ignorant and may like need to improve. But I'm not racist for disliking Drake. That was bullshit. There's some guy years ago who had this take. Anyways, all I want to say is that it's just not fun making the worst list. Now, I do like talking about bad songs. If I find songs that are bad, I don't mind like talking about them, but I don't want to like look for bad songs and like go through a Hot 100 list and be like, oh, here's all the obvious bad songs, here's all the not obvious bad songs. I can't even remember what I put on my worst list in like 2022, 2023. I know 2017 it was like Issues by Julia Michaels, and I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, I didn't put Tunnel Vision at number 1. 2018 was Gummo. I mean, yeah. Like, I don't remember what I put in like 2023 and 2022 as my worst song. The fact that I like don't remember what it was kind of goes to show that it probably like wasn't that interesting. And that's how I felt about like 2023 was Try That in a Small Town. I was thinking, oh, it's 2024. No, it was the worst list of 2023. I can't remember what I put for 2022. It was probably something really boring. Anyway, my kind of thinking is just like, taking the piss out of bad songs can be fun, but like I don't want to go out of my way to like look for bad songs. And I'm already doing the K-pop ranking, and the K-pop ranking is like such a big thing. It's like I don't want to do an additional like worst hit songs list because it's like so boring to do now. It's so uninteresting. Like, what would I talk about? Like, country's become more and more popular. I don't like country. I'm just gonna say I dislike a bunch of country songs, and then people who do like country are gonna get mad at me. It's like I don't know what you want me to say. Like, oh, reggaeton or regional Mexican is not my thing, and then people are gonna say I'm racist. It's like I don't know. Like, taking the piss out of bad pop songs, but pop songs aren't even what dominates the charts anymore. So like, that's why I do like the K-pop thing, because like I know how to talk about bad pop songs, and in bad K-pop is bad pop, and I know how to talk about bad pop. I don't know how to talk about like bad rap or bad country because I don't know enough about those genres anyway to be able to be like, is this actually bad, or is this just not my thing? But again, all I want to say is I just didn't enjoy making the worst list anymore. And my last worst list underperformed anyway. So it was just like, there's really no point. And the best list was fun enough to make, but like I kind of just felt like there wasn't too much to say. And if a song's really good, because I always make my like top 100 songs of the year. Like I make that year, that's my like last year in list that I make. I make the top 100 songs of the year, and then I also wanted to make like a year-end album ranking. I did not do that, like ranking every album I listened to in 2023. That video got scrapped because the K-pop video was taking too long. So kind of what I've decided is that I think I will I'm not going to make any sort of album ranking video. That's already off the table. So I ended up making 4 year-end videos. I made a best hit songs list, a worst hit songs list, and then I made the K-pop ranking, and then I made the top 100 songs of the year. So I think this year, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make three videos. Because what I did last year was I rolled my, like, worst non-hits into my worst hit song video, like, for dishonorable mentions, because there were some bad, like, album cuts and songs I heard that I wanted to talk about, and I didn't have anywhere to talk about them. So I just kind of rolled them into the dishonorable mentions of the, like, worst list, because the best songs, the good songs, non-hits, I could just talk about on my like, top 100 songs list. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a worst songs I heard in 2024 video. So basically, like, no particular order. I'm not going to do any sort of countdown. It's just going to be, like, songs that I heard that I thought were bad. It's just going to be, like, a rapid-fire kind of list. They can be hits, they can be non-hits, they can be random album cuts, and they're not the worst songs that necessarily released, because I haven't heard all the songs, and I'm not going to go out of my way to listen to terrible songs, but they're the songs I happen to hear that I happen to dislike. And I think I'm just going to make, like, a pretty short, probably, like, 20-minute video. Just going to do, like, a rapid-fire, these are all the songs I disliked and why. And then I will do the K-pop ranking, and I'm still figuring out how to structure it because there are so many songs. It's so long. And this phone only has 64 gigs of storage, and it's really, really hard for me to upload long videos, which is one reason I'm kind of scared for the Taemin thing. And I know that I can use a computer, but I don't know how, and I know how to edit on my phone. So I'm waiting till I get a new, I'm not waiting to, like, upload the video till I get a new phone, but I just mean, like, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to go too ambitious yet. I'm hoping I will get a new phone next year because when I transfer to a new school, I'm hoping I can get, like, a new phone. I don't know how I'm going to afford it, because I know people do Samsung phones and stuff, but I don't know how to use, like, Android interface. I've been using iOS for so long. And also, like, the other thing is, like, iCloud. I have, like, all my photos and stuff, so I really, really don't want to switch away from iPhone because that's, like, where all, like, my stuff is. So I'm kind of hoping, I don't know how I'm going to, like, do it yet. Maybe, like, for my birthday, maybe I'll ask, like, my other relatives to, like, chip in and, like, just give me some money and then I can save for it. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I do really want a new phone because this one is getting kind of slow as well. And I think they're stopping supporting it soon. So, like, I do need a new phone. And I'm going to try to get one with, like, more storage so that when I get a new phone, I'm going to try to get one with more storage so that, you know, I have that ready to go. So, but I'm just saying but it's also just, like, so time consuming to make a video with that many songs. So I'm going to figure out, like, my criteria, but I couldn't really cut much because I wanted to talk about a lot of the songs. So I think I might just, like, rapid fire list some of them. I might not have comments about all the songs. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to structure it yet, but I mean, obviously I might just go in detail about, like, my bottom tier and then, like, my top tier and then everything else. I'll just kind of, like, list the songs off. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but that's the idea. So that's my plan for that. So the first video will just be, like, a worst songs I heard in 2024, rapid fire, no particular order, kind of going through the songs why I dislike them. Second video will be the big K-pop ranking, and then the last video will be my top 100 songs of the year. So and those will be out anywhere between, like, December and January. It seems like, because I'm getting the wisdom teeth thing dealt with now, so I don't have to deal with that in December. I'll see how I'm feeling in December. Usually not good. I'm usually not feeling good in December, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll be feeling better this year. I don't know. I don't like know what my holiday plans are yet. I don't have anything planned out yet. So that's all to be determined. So that's happening. So those are, like, my year-end videos, and I'm already, like, thinking about them. So, because realistically, I don't have that much time because once school starts, I'm gonna be really busy. So obviously, the weekly charts will keep happening as much as I can make it possible. I mean, I was doing those through school. I've been doing the weekly charts since like, January. I can't remember when I started, but I started, like, I started, like, end of November because I was still, like, listening to Guilty. I had, like, Guilty on my charts, like, yeah, so I started, like, pretty soon. So I started like end of last year. I know I released one in December. I released multiple in December. I think I remember because I remember it dated like the 17th or the 18th or something, or I was like a day late with it because I wasn't feeling well. I remember that. Anyway, so I remember this. So I've been doing it since like December. So obviously I can keep that up while I'm still in school. Like that's something I can keep doing. As for other stuff, like I said, short, non-scripted things, just random videos, Tame and Rap compilation, because I feel like, whatever, that stuff will come out. There's no schedule on that. Any sort of scripted videos, the only other thing that is going to be released this year besides the year-end stuff, which, maybe I'll get one of them out in December if I'm lucky. So I need to I have like other ideas. I keep having like other ideas for videos, or like I want to work on the like male artist video, or like there's other things I want to work on. No, all of that is being put aside. None of that matters. The only other thing I am going to get out, I will get it out before the end of the year. That is my promise. That is my promise to you guys. The Taman video will be coming out before the end of the year. Hey, it's still 2024. It's still the 10-year debut anniversary. It's the year of the 10-year anniversary. If I'm not getting it out in August, I'm not getting it out in time for the anniversary, I'm not getting it out in time for the comeback. That is not happening, guys. No way. I have like 2 chapters scripted and I just haven't been working on it at all. And that's my fault. But again, I just haven't felt motivated. I almost did it the other day, but I had something else come up. So it will happen. That's the thing, like, I will not start serious production on year-end videos until I get the Taman video out. So that is an incentive for me to get it out. That is me setting a hard deadline. I need to have it out. I'm going to try to have it out, like, before mid-December, so, like, before my finals are done. So that as soon as my finals are done, I can start working on the year-end videos. Ideally, I want to start working on the year-end videos earlier. Like, I want to start working on them in November, but, so basically the way that I've decided that I do the year-end videos is that it goes from, like, December to November. So, like, the K-pop songs that came out in December of 2023 are going to count for the 2024 list, and then the K-pop songs that come out, like, in December of 2024 will count for the 2025 list. The reason I'm doing it that way is to give myself the month of December to, like, actually put the list together without having to, like, insert songs last minute. So that's why, like, or it was November 1st that Batter Up came out. Oh, no, it was, like, November 31st that Batter Up came out. I can't remember if I put Batter Up on my last video or not. But, like, Crazy Form by ATEEZ, which came out, like, really early in December of, like, 23, like, that's going to go onto the 2024 list. Like, Crazy Form by ATEEZ is on the 2024 list. I think, like, Batter Up by Baby Monster was, like, the last song that I put on the 2023 list because it came out in, like, this November 31st or something. Or November 30th. There is no 31st in November. You know what I mean. It came out, like, the last day of November. That was the last song that I put on that 2023 list. So, same thing goes for my top 100 songs of the year. If I'm counting songs that came out in whatever, I'll count a song that came out in December of 2024 for my 2020, or December of 2023 for my 2024 list. So the Taman video will be my top video priority aside from, like, getting the weekly charts out. Like, that will always take precedent. Like, if it's a choice between a weekly chart and me working on a longer video, I'm getting the weekly chart out because, like, the consistency of me doing that is, like, a big thing for me. So that will always be the, like, number one thing in terms of YouTube. Obviously, I have other real-life priorities that, like, have to come first, obviously, like school. Like, if it's between finishing an exam and getting the weekly chart out a day late, I'm finishing the exam. You know what I mean? But my point is that I'm going to try to do as much work on the Taman video as I can for the rest of August. And I'll see how much I can get done, but I can't promise it'll be out in August. I'm hoping to get a lot done in August just because I'll have less time when school starts. But I can promise that it will be out
sometime before the end of the year. And if it's not, then either I gave up on life or I died or who the fuck knows? I developed a severe chronic illness. Who the fuck knows? Like, otherwise, it's coming out. I know I said it would be out before August. Summer was a lot crazier than I thought it would be. And I'm just dealing with, like, a lot of stress about, like, real life stuff. And just, like, even trying to figure out, like, how to visit schools or, like, transferring to a new school and all that. Just trying to figure all that out. Yeah, so it's a lot. I'm just saying, this is all crazy right now, so fingers crossed I can actually get stuff done. But that's, like, the only thing. I have ideas for other like scripted videos I want to make. I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll work on a different video to, like, get my creative juices flowing. I'm like, no, I just need to get, this is, like, a huge thing on my mind, on my chest. I'm just afraid of, like, logistically how I'm even going to get the thing exported because of, like, how little storage my phone has. And I don't know how to upload things to YouTube. I think I don't have, like, a hard drive. I don't have, like, any backup for the video. So I think I'm going to, like, upload it to, like, my spam channel just, like, as a backup or, like, just as an unlisted video on, like, my spam channel. Just to have a backup. I think I'll do that. And then, anyway, so that's what's gonna happen. I might just upload, like, segments of the video privately. I can upload them privately and then, like, re-download them, I guess, too, because I have, like, premium I can download. Okay, yeah, so I'll figure it out. Just so I can, like, get everything sorted. I will figure out the logistics of the video. I'm going to keep it, like, as short as possible while still being, like, comprehensive. I would love to make, like, a 2 or 3 hour video on Taemin. I don't have the phone storage to do that while, like, inserting footage. Because the video of just me talking for an hour and 30 minutes almost ate all my storage, which was the K-pop video, the ranking. So, like, I don't think I can safely make this video longer than, like, 45 minutes to an hour max. But, you know, documentaries don't have to be long. They just have to be comprehensive, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. So the other thing is that the video will have copyrighted music. That's obviously going to happen because I'm gonna play Taemin songs. I'm gonna play other songs just for the artistry of it. It's my vision for the video. I'm not, like, compromising that. I'm not muting all of the Taemin songs in the video. But in doing that, I already know it's going to get blocked in Belarus and Russia, and that's just how it's been. So if you guys know any other sites that I can upload to, like, I don't know how, like, Vimeo works, or, like, any other sites that I'd be able to, like, upload to, which, like, wouldn't have copyright issues. So I could upload the video for, like, the Russian fans. That would be great, because I know, like, Taemin has a lot of Russian fans, so, like, I'm trying to, like, you know, be accommodating here. You know, it's not my fault. Like, I can't control the fact that, like, they block everything. Like, every song gets blocked in Russia, and I can't control that. So, unfortunately, I don't know if VPNs are legal there. If they are, I tell you to just use a VPN, but I know that costs money, so, like, I get it, you know, but I don't really know what else to say. I'm gonna figure out a way to, like, I could also upload, like, maybe on my spam channel, maybe I'll upload, like, a copyright-friendly version where I just mute all the songs, or, like, I don't know, like, because I still want people to, like, be able to see the video. Maybe I'll just, like, post a script somewhere, like, as a blog post, like, as a Tumblr thread or something, just post a script of the video. I don't know. Like, I'll have to, like, edit it so that it works as, like, a like, blog post and not, and I'll edit out all the, like, insert this music, you know. But, I could do that. There's a lot of ways that I can, like, get the video out to people who otherwise wouldn't be able to see it. And I want to do that. So, yeah. So, that's all a lot of logistical stuff I need to figure out. Like I said, lots of videos I want to make in the future. Those are on hold. Don't know when or if they'll happen. Can't make any promises. One other thing I did want to say is I would like to, I don't know, I can't promise that this will happen, but I would really like to update both my top 100 K-pop song list and my stan list annually. Now, I had never made a proper stan list video, and that video took a long time to make. It had 90 or so clips in it. The top 100 K-pop song list obviously had 100 clips.
so that song that's a bit annoying to me because I have to screen record 100 clips off of YouTube and then clip them down and then write out 100 song titles and then write out 100 comments. So it's a lot of work. But I think it's really important that list gets updated because it changes so much. And the way that I did the list, since I made it in like March of 2024, I made it so that I wouldn't include any 2024 songs. So like, if it was like and I followed my same metric of I'm not going to include, I actually think I didn't follow the same metric. So genuine 2024 songs, like December 2023 songs still count for that list, even though they don't count for my other list. Point is, I made the list opinions change, and I think that's fine and valuable, and I'm not going to remake every list that I've ever made just to reflect changing opinions. But I think for something like that, I want it to be up to date, and include like 2024 songs on that list, and then it will be no 2025 songs. For the Stan list, I think I'm going to cut a lot of stuff. I'm going to cut a lot of the like casual listener kind of categories because the Stan list was way too long if I count every K-pop artist that I listen to somewhat regularly. So I think I'm just going to cut it down to the artists that I like actually stan, know all the members, blah, blah, blah. And that list is constantly changing since like Bad Villain debuted like shortly after I made that video. And like my alts, my semi-alts, like artists are constantly getting promoted to alts or semi-alts, or like there's artists that I like lose interest in or am like quickly losing interest in. Like, even if I do like the members, if I don't like their music anymore, can I really consider it stanning? Like, for example, I don't like LE SSERAFIM's music anymore. The only songs I like by them are, like, Impurities is fine, No Celestial's fine, and, like, Blue Flame, and, like, Fearless, and then, like, Eve Psyche and the Bluebeard's Wife. Like, those are, like, the only songs I like by them. And I find most of their songs to be, like, innocuous. I find Easy to be, like, actively irritating, and I don't like the song. And I know they're having a comeback soon, and I'll check it out, but, like, more out of obligation, just because, I'm making the video. But, if the new song is, like, really, really good, maybe I'll change my mind, but, like, I can see myself, like, quickly, I think I've, like, stan them since, like, shortly after debut, so I can, like, see myself, like, quickly unstanning LE SSERAFIM, just because, like, I don't like their music anymore. Kind of like what happened to BTS for me. Like, I'm still, like, a casual stan, but, like, I used to, like, ult them. And I'm like, I can't anymore, even though I still love the members a lot. But then there's, like, artists that are, like, that, like, move up my stan list. But I also want to, like, reevaluate how I define, like, ults and semi-ults, because, like, I ended up having more ults than semi-ults, because, like, I kept moving them. And then there were, like, some soloists who I have as ults, and then, like, they barely release music, like Jennie. I'm like, how do I, like, put her in, like, a ranking? I don't know. It's just complicated. It's complicated to, like, determine how I determine my stan list. So I'm obviously gonna, like, change that a lot for next year's update. And that's, like, the only other thing I wanted to say. So outside of that, guys, that's about it. So anyway, that was way longer than I expected, but I hope you guys will watch whatever I release, and it won't just be K-pop content. Like, I want to make more videos about K-pop topics, but I also want to make videos about, like, other pop music, pop culture. I want to make, like, the, like, male pop performer video, which will include K-pop artists, but it's not, like, a K-pop exclusive video. And then I want to make videos about, like, Radiohead again, like Tom York. I want to make, like, Tom York. I still want to rank every Beatles song. I was going to finally make that video this year, and then I didn't because too much other shit came up, and the Taemin video was taking precedent. So it's like, one day I will genuinely release. Maybe I'll do it for my, my 7th anniversary on YouTube, I guess. Now, I guess I will upload that, that video next year. Anyway, also, I just remembered, I completely forgot about this, the grab bag. So, that post is still up. If you guys want to request, I've only had 2 people submit. The 2 people both submitted 5 songs. And so there's, like, 40 slots left because I'm going to cap it at 50. Now,
This was for like my 500 sub special. I cannot guarantee when that will get done. It may not get done until next year, just because if I get the Taman video done in like a good amount of time, I can start working on the grab bag like before list season happens. But there's no guarantees there. So the Taman video is like the first priority. The grab bag will be like a secondary priority, but then if like list season comes, then like that will take priority over the grab bag until that's over, and then once we get back to that, then yeah, but it will happen. But I need more submissions. I'm not even starting working on it until I get like all the submissions. So that's like 8 more people that can submit still for like 5 songs each. If you don't even have to submit 5 songs, it's just like that's the maximum I'm letting people submit. And if I got like a whole bunch of people submitting, then I'd obviously cut some of them. I wouldn't take 5 songs from everyone, but like that's like the maximum. But like I've only had 2 people submit. So guys, if you're interested in submitting to that, please comment on the community post which says grab bag. If you want to comment it on this video, go right ahead. I will take your suggestions. But make sure you read the rules and the community post that I made. If you can't find that, let me know. I'll make another video and be like, hey, the grab bag's happening. You know, I might make a separate video, just be like, hey, FYI. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. So yeah, all right, well, I'll see you all soon. I'm sure I'll see you guys. I'm sure you'll see me streaming, you know, probably this weekend. So yeah, okay, bye.